By the way, what do you look like? If we want to progress, it'd be nice to know. I'm not so confident about my looks, to be honest. But, well, since you're asking, here's an old selfie. I don't know. Well, you're fine. You look alright. My standards are low anyways, haha. Hey, you there? Sorry, did I say something wrong? Please respond. This guy's over here like, please respond after calling this woman mid. I can't tell if this guy is trying to get girls on Discord because he's got no riz, or it was because the Discord e-date face reveal was just that bad, this guy didn't even know what to say. Have you ever seen a post on the internet that made you want to wash your eyes out with radiation from the sun? A post so horrendous that you wish you could go back in time and regain the time that you gave up to read the post. I once heard that hundreds and thousands of years ago, that paper was actually a luxury, so if you wanted to convey a message through textual means on paper, you would actually have to pay a lot of money, and it was luxurious to do so. Nowadays, that is not the case. Anybody can grab their phone, make a Twitter account, and write something like this. In freshman year, they was calling me the football foot job because I could get the whole football team shooting ropes with just my toes. Fortunately for the entire universe, this tweet has been deleted, but unfortunately for you guys, I had to see this, so I had to show the rest of you guys, so I resurrected the tweet like it's George Droid or some shit. Genuinely though, what entices somebody to type this out and post it? Did he think that he was gonna get some sort of standing ovulation for this? Standing ovulation. I meant to say standing ovation. Clapping. I meant, did he think niggas was gonna be clapping their hands and get a handshake from the president for posting this? But yes, today we're gonna be talking about the worst posts on the internet. No, I'm not talking about some basic political post where you just disagree with the political opinion in the post. I mean like a full-out fledged mental retardation of a post. We already started with one example. Here's another one. Broskies, F OnlyFans, Funko Pop just gave us fat material for the whole week. Are they the baddest in the game right now? And then it's a Funko Pop in a... You know, people are gonna be like, oh, Ibs, I can't believe you fell for this bait. This guy's being ironic. The fact that this guy could come up with this in his brain while being ironic is still bad enough. Called my overweight female friend a hecking chonker today, and now she won't talk to me. My female friend was crying about how fat she was, and I was trying to comfort her by telling her that she didn't look that fat, but she kept accusing me of lying to make her feel bad, so I thought that saying, maybe you're just a hecking chonker, would cheer her up and lighten the mood, but she looked at me and left. I hope she realized that I was only being nice and that she is being irrational. Honestly, after reading the title of this post, I thought that maybe he was being the dumbass, but then after reading his side of the story, it kind of sounds like she was just being irrational. I mean, if you're gonna just crying about how fat you are, what do you want people to say? And then if you say, no, you're not fat, oh no, you're a liar. Like, what do you want me to say? Yeah, I agree. You're a fucking hecking chonker. And then she leaves? These type of people are so insufferable to be around because you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you lie to them and be like, oh, no, you're not fat, haha, you know, they'll just be like, no, you're lying just to make me feel better. Then if you're like, oh, you know, maybe you're a little bit fat, then they get mad. What do you want? What do you want? Could you imagine this being like that scene from Death Note where Light's just like, you're a hecking chonker, and the girl's face just grows dark? A femboy that's a tomboy sounds awesome, not gonna lie. Isn't that just like a guy? We've gone full circle in homosexuality. How much are beats? 200 for stems, DM for exclusive prices. I don't got $200, but I could put you on with some e-girls. Let me know. Now, let me ask the viewers, do you think that getting put on with some e-girls is worth $200? Now, keep in mind that back in 2010, $200 could get you around 200 McChickens. This guy using e-girls as a currency isn't even the craziest part of this post. The craziest part is that I sent this to my producer friend thinking that he would find it funny, and it turns out that it was literally his DMs. Somebody sent this into his DMs. And he screenshotted them and posted it on Twitter and it went viral. And then it made it all the way to my Instagram feed to where I resent it back to him. 12 turning 13 in July. You? I'm 22. Oh, yeah. You want me to stop messaging you? It's up to you. I'm cool, ISC. I still don't know what ISC means. I tried Googling it and everything. Can somebody enlighten me on what that means? Anyways, him acting all nonchalant after finding out they're 12 is kind of cracking me up. It reminds me of that one Peter Griffin meme where he's like leaning on the wall and he's like, yeah, nah, it's cool. It's up to you. You know, man, like. I worked with a shooter until just a few weeks ago. In this case, I am at a complete loss for what could have been done. He was so nice and normal, never acted weird, just a friendly kid. The shooter identified as a she. She changed her name and sex in 2020. Maybe you misgendering her contributed? I don't even know what specific incident is being talked about in this post, but if you think somebody's gonna go out and shoot up a bunch of people because they got misgendered, I'm honestly at a loss of words for how stupid this is. Like, way to shift the blame, you know? I'm playing 2 chess grandmasters by mail. One is white, the other is black. I just send them each other's moves. They both think I'm a genius. Both invite me to their homes to make love to their wives as they watch from the closet. That's when I secretly charge all my electronics. Free electricity? Honestly, this story, the character development wasn't too dense, wasn't too heavy, but I did like the plot twist. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10, but I don't think my rating is good enough, so I asked ChatGPT to rate it too. And it seems like we came to a similar agreement, so whatever thoughts and opinions you have on the matter are irrelevant because I'm right, because ChatGPT agrees with me. I'm your 1K follower, you the GOAT. Wow, this is honestly a heartfelt message. When I was 8 years old, my dad showed me porn.
Woo! Here. Want to see some porno?
I goon to Roblox. What a way to start a comment. I goon to Roblox, but this is way too young avatars for me. I'm not like the CEO. Maybe he would be. This guy just self-told on himself for the greater good. I think. I'm honestly not sure anymore. Which Five Nights at Freddy world character do you like kids? I ain't start wiping my ass until sophomore year of high school, bro. I used to walk them halls cooking a straight grilled shit sandwich between my ass cheeks, man. I was throwing my underwear away every week. Wait, this is the same guy, the freshman foot job. So freshman year, you were given foot jobs. Sophomore year, you finally learned how to wipe your ass. I mean, it's obvious this guy is coming up and making up with these stories. I'm just surprised he's able to come up with them off the dome. Sam Bankman-Fried's girlfriend and the actor that's portraying her in the Netflix series. Why didn't they cast Potato Girl from Last of Us? Why not a fat black woman? Why is fat censored? Also, is this a post from Twitter that then got posted onto Facebook and screenshotted with one of the comments just to get posted on iFunny for the same shit to happen, and now I'm getting it off of Instagram? This is like the Bonnie Blue of memes. This shit's been passed around everywhere. I beat colon cancer today. Happiest day of my life. Wow, that's actually really awesome. You might be wondering, why is this post in this video? Well, that's because I actually personally know this guy and I hate him, and this is terrible news to me. No, I'm just kidding. It's because of the comment down below.
I mean, you didn't really beat anything. If anything, your own body was beating you. Sort of similar to punching yourself in the head and then cutting your arm off to stop it. Not really a win.
Holy Reddit. Imagine beating colon cancer and getting hit with the most diabolical actually in the entire universe. I mean, can a nigga live? Like, literally, can a nigga live? Just like another small trans girl who posted on here, I'm also tiny sad baby. A trans femme who's a small sad stupid baby. I need to be taken care of. You're not a baby. You're an adult man. Get a grip. What the fuck? Why did they say that? Like they were like actually that offended. This guy for once got hit by a reality check, grabbed by the shoulders. You're not a woman! You're an adult man! Get a grip! And this guy couldn't even comprehend it, so he didn't even snap back with anything witty or scientific. Just a plain old what the fuck? Mid-30s, no life, no friends, no job, ignored by women. My body's completely fucked. Have severe allergic gas reactions to spicy food. Friday evenings, I always order Thai and Indian food. Spend weekends walking around huge food court in the nearby mall. Periodically release the most toxic, foul-smelling farts. The smell is vile, like rotting raw chicken in the dumpsters behind an abortion clinic. Brings me joy to see people eating suddenly wretched with disgust. The fuck is that smell? My god. Ruined 5 families' lunch this past weekend. This is literally the only joy that life brings me. I'm not gonna lie, this nigga might be Wario in real life. I play Fallout 3 hardcore style. pretty simple. No saving, no reloading. When you die, you die. Also, your character must have flaws. My first character, for example, was a pedophile. What? Whenever I reached a new outpost, the first thing I would do is look for little girls. I would follow them around, talk to them, try to look up their skirts, etc. I would learn their routines and where they lived. I would hide in their houses at night so I could watch them sleep. So when I found Little Lamplight, I almost didn't know what to do with myself. For those that haven't played Fallout 3, Little Lamplight is an outpost that's completely governed by little kids. It's kind of like a Lord of the Flies scenario, and if you haven't read Lord of the Flies, well, neither have I, but from what I've heard, it's an island that's ran by a bunch of kids. But you know, we're going down a rabbit hole. Basically, this guy's into fucking kids and is projecting that onto his Fallout 3 playstyle. I don't know anybody that's played Fallout 3 and was like, I want to roleplay as a pedophile. I don't know anybody that want to roleplay as a pedophile outside of, like, you know, doing their job as like a movie actor or something like that. Who would want to be a pedophile for fun? Anyways, the 4chan post continues. So many new playthings, especially Bumble. Sweet little innocent Bumble. I wandered about for what seemed hours, playing tag and investigating. Then I came across the girl's bathroom. I stared down at the filthy water in the toilet. This is it. This is where my sweet little Bumble peed. I drank the radiated toilet water until my character died. That's Fallout 3 hardcore style. Oh my god, dude, I will never get that, like, whatever amount of seconds I spent reading on this thing back. Men, delete one forever. Basketball, sex, music, women, money, water, weed. Man, you couldn't make your target demographic any more obvious. You might as well add malt liquor and avoiding child support to this post too. Anyways, this guy said women, effing simps LMAO. And he got clapped back with, no women, but you kept sex? Yeah, I see how you livin'. Unc, I'ma just need you to log off after this one. My husband stopped going down on me years ago. He said he'd only continue if I showered more than once a week, but I don't like the smell of soap, so I can't bring myself to do that. I don't think mine smells bad, but he does. But good for you wanting to. It's very nice. You know, sometimes you should take your medication before you post on the internet. I also want to note that whoever I screenshotted this from didn't even censor their name properly. In fact, they just highlighted the name. I had to go back in and remark this to hide this poor woman's name. 13. I go by whatever as long as I'm recognized as a thing. I'm a femboy. I was given unrestricted access to the internet at a young age, so I'm severely mentally ill. You can say that again. I have ADHD, depression, severe social anxiety, corn addiction, body dysmorphia, gender dysmorphia, severe self-hate. A quote from Breaking Bad sums me up. Danger? There is no danger. I am the danger. I am freakier than anybody. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna just assume that this is a troll account. But if it's not a troll account, this person's definitely not 13 and is pretending to be 13. Judging off the avatar, they're one of those age regressor or age play people on Roblox. The guy I lost my virginity to once forced me into saying the N-word by threatening to run the red light if I didn't. This reminds me of the other post where this guy was like, as a white person, I've never said the N-word for any reason. And this guy responded saying, I said it once. It was to save a life. But even so, I think about my decision to do so every day. You are not a burned out former gifted kid. You were just never actually gifted to begin with. Your station in life is actually exactly as expected. If you're a beautiful woman, I'll pay you $500 to say more stuff like this to me on a video call while I rope myself. This is probably mad funny if you're 35, bald, and overweight.
Lol, us diaper fetish folk also think Marvel movies are epic. My amazingly witty partner was changing my nappy the other day, and she, with zero hesitation, said, Phew, did Thanos wear this freaking diaper or what? I laughed until I cried. Absolutely epic.
If you ever read something that starts with us diaper fetish folk, just know that you're about to hear the most diabolical thing ever afterwards. Like, you couldn't have just said, hey man, I'm a normal person that totally doesn't have any secret devious fetishes, and I also like Marvel movies. Ketchup or mayo? I like to call my boyfriend my older brother and pretend we were in an incestuous relationship with a large age gap.
No need to wait. Release the floor.
252289. You're a gay pedophile. Nigga, it's a phasmophobia code. Why would you see a string of numbers and just automatically think about lolly hentai? Oh, I got a gem for you guys. This one's pretty interesting. My girlfriend uses the N-word and I absolutely hate it. Oh man, you know, maybe fair game. You know, his girlfriend's saying the N-word. That's a pretty hateful word. Fair game maybe on this one. Hey everyone, I'll try to make it short. So we are both white. My girlfriend, 24 female, and I, 24 male, have been together for about 2 years. We're in an open relationship, but it's pretty one-sided. She's the one who sees other people while I don't. Oh boy. At some point, I began watching them when she's with her partners. Only when they allow it, of course. Oh boy. Now basically all of her partners have been black men, and this is absolutely no problem for me. Well, thank God he's not racist. In fact, I really enjoy the contrast of their skin. But here's the problem. When she's with a new partner, she'd ask if she can use the N-word during sex. Some allow it, some don't. But if they do, she starts using it so frequently and carelessly, it's like she's on a KKK rally. I feel really uncomfortable about this, and honestly, I think it's racist. But I don't know how to approach her about this. Am I being too sensitive? When you think your girlfriend of 2 years is racist because she calls black men she sleeps with the N-word, but you just can't prove it? This guy's main concern is if his girlfriend who is sleeping with a bunch of other men is racist. Well, first off, I don't think she's racist if she'd be sleeping with black men, but secondly, buddy, you have bigger fry to fish. The best thing about this video is that we can talk about anything from like Reddit posts to Twitter posts, Facebook posts, anything iFunny, all the way to the text chat in Clash of Clans. Fuck life, bro. I swear to God, Clash Royale, only thing that keep me alive, and I'm not even that good at it. I'm only 14, bro, and I don't want to live sometimes. My girl keeps me up too, and my family, if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'd be. Isn't scrolling Twitter the same as reading a book? Like, why are Twitter users seen as dumb, but book readers smart? We're both reading. Me when by DL trade verbal dom top puts his post-gym pre-shower wee-wee in front of me? I'm in VC with these niggas trying to make a new number. I have a feeling that these guys, not only are they black, but also have autism. We got the hood's greatest minds on the project just for them to invent 3.5. The number between 3 and 4 is 3.5. And how do I know these are black niggas with autism? Well, because these niggas love to obsess over Sonic. Male coworker says he's going on a fishing trip with my other male coworker. Y'all, it's coming true. If you don't know what this means, basically, this is a woman who's having homoerotic fantasies of her coworkers, and she thinks going on a fishing trip is code for them having homosexual activities together. Fellas, apparently you can't even go fishing with your other male coworker without being seen as a homosexual. Oh, and apparently the woman is 40 years old. I don't know if this is racist to say this, but this is the type of people that watch those like black hood streamers like Kai Cenat and shit. So we have the streamer over here just eating an apple, and in the chat, nigga ate a apple. That's the funniest thing this guy has seen all day, is a nigga eating an apple. Apparently that's hilarious. God forbid a nigga consumes anything other than a pack of Newports and Hennessy. I'm not even gonna bore you guys with the terrible grammar that was used in this comment. Actually, no, never mind. You know, I'm on his side now. It was his fault for eating the apple on the stream. What the fuck are you doing eating an apple on stream? I recreated my son's final moments of Minecraft to help me cope with his loss. Thoughts and prayers are accepted. Is your son a Looney Tunes character? How did he get smashed by an anvil? Nigga ate a anvil. Be me, red pill trad cunt who unironically thinks women belong in the kitchen, but also low-key obsessed with the aesthetic. One day while bored, order trad wife Wojak dress and wig. After it comes, I wait until I'm home alone, then dress up and put my mother's makeup on. Just for the meme, I tell myself. There's more to this post that's been cropped off, but I don't really feel like reading it all. You can kind of just imagine the fantasy a crossdresser posting on 4chan would have and how much of a disgust that would be to you. But I knew that these Wojaks were being drawn by porn addicts. Like, I knew it, but I just couldn't prove it. But now I have proof that some people were actually fetishizing and jerking off to these Wojaks. What is this haircut called, and how would I ask for it at my barber? This is just the lion that rapes the loud dog haircut. Just ask your barber for that. He'll know exactly what you're talking about. This is also just Ilya Taporia's haircut. Should I scan the QR code? What the fuck? Also, I just gotta know what this says in Russian. Yeah, I put it in an image translator, and it just says just what you thought it would say. I heard a theory once that those shitty mobile game ads that have just terrible false advertising are actually doing that on purpose in order to attract the customer fan base that they want, the type of people that for some reason would ignore all the red flags on these games advertisements and spend a bunch of money on these games. And I feel like this is doing the exact same thing. The only person that would go to an adult store is the type of person that would find this zebra attractive. I pulled out a banana at work for a little snack, and my coworker looked at me and said, "Oh, it's banana time?" And then proceeded to pull out a banana of his own and try to toast bananas with me. I wanted to kill this nigga. Oh, it's banana time? I'm gonna fucking kill you! Who decided rendezvous would be pronounced like that? Poor monolinguals. They can't seem to understand that other languages beside English exist. What did you just call me? He called you Mongolian. I'm kind of siding with this guy. When we were bringing words from other languages to the English language, why didn't we change the spelling to match our language? That's what other languages do with our words.
Y'all love walkable cities until you need to get groceries.
Wait until you hear about walking to the grocery store.
Works well until you have 4 kids or are disabled or have social anxiety.
Wouldn't these things still be an issue even if you were living in a non-walkable city? Like, why are you blaming the walkable city for your issues? Like, this person clearly has social anxiety but came up with 2 other scenarios and snuck it in as if it's like equal to having 4 kids or being disabled. Like, yeah, if you're walking to the grocery store and hauling your 4 kids or, you know, wheelchairing yourself over there, yeah, it's probably gonna be tough. But if you drive to the grocery store or walk to the grocery store, when you go into the grocery store and you have social anxiety, you're gonna have the same experience. Like, maybe, yeah, walking to the grocery store while having social anxiety is a little bit harder, but if that's the case, maybe you should just stay wherever you live and just rot and not survive because you can't go to the grocery store to buy food. You people can't do anything.
I always walk to buy groceries and have done so all my life.
This reply reeks of privilege.
Yes, the privilege of having better survival instincts. Sometimes I think about my sexual assaulter and I feel angry that I was too ashamed to speak up. Now consider how your victim felt. This was not the platform to post this on. Bro must have been starving. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for this girl. Like, what if this guy was so evil that he decided to choose the one girl that nobody would believe? Smartest non-primate animal. Loves to rape. Well, I guess you could say great minds think alike.